I hope to present some different and challenging viewpoints, as well as receive some feedback I'm sure will be educational to me. As we've already heard, House Bill 256 would allow firearms on college campuses for the person with a concealed handgun license. Heard the word weapon used several times today. Ohio law is narrowly specific to a handgun license only. It is not a concealed weapons law. I view this as a civil right of self-defense. The gun issue is often viewed as a constitutional issue or a public safety issue. However, in my view, it comes down to a civil rights issue. Without my right of self-defense, I may not be able to enjoy the God-given rights of life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. As a law-abiding citizen, why should my civil rights be limited or restricted by the state of Ohio? Today, there are guns on campuses across our nation. To believe otherwise, I think, is naive or a state of denial. Some guns are legally on campus and others are not. The question is, who has guns and why? Crime reports from campuses across Ohio indicated that many, if not most, of the guns on campuses today are in the hands of those with criminal intentions. The Ohio concealed handgun license holder can bring a concealed handgun onto campus now, but must leave it in their vehicle, or it is available to be stolen or fall into the wrong hands. This seems to say to me that somehow I'm fine with my concealed handgun outside, but not on the inside. How do I change simply entering a building? Walking through any building, as these students well know, is not going to give me a degree. It's not going to change my behavior. Why does it disqualify my concealed handgun? Indeed, we have campus security and police forces on campuses today. Why? There's crime all over campus. It's unfortunate, but it is a fact of life. And these police forces, like all first responders, generally show up to take reports and clean up a mess after it's happened. Rarely do they prevent an attack. Campus crime alerts are issued on a regular basis. Just this year, there have been crime alerts at Wright State, UP, OSU, and even Capital University. 2005 was a Supreme Court case, Castle Rock versus Gonzalez. And that case determined that Gonzalez did not have a constitutional right to police protection, even in the presence of a restraining order against her husband. The police have an obligation to protect society as a whole. No one individual has that right. That leaves any immediate protection up to the individual. I've chosen to take my protection seriously. Part of my protection is that I have the first concealed handgun license issued in Greene County by Sheriff Fisher. However, I cannot adequately protect myself in areas where I'm denied my rights. I think we should be examining all the other areas that are currently off limits. These off-limit areas amount to nothing more than victim zones. Workers at campuses are left nearly defenseless when walking from buildings to parking areas. Are the laws and signs banning guns and legal concealed carry really protecting anyone? I think not. I actually believe we may be less safe in areas where guns are banned. The laws forbidding carry in the college buildings as well as other areas should be lifted. The rights of the people should be recognized. Those choosing to assume responsibility for protection of themselves and their families should have the protection to do so. House Bill 256 would also permit concealed carry without a license. Ohio's current gun laws are discriminating against the poor in our society. It costs money to receive state-mandated training, provide photos, and pay the application fees. Without sufficient money, people have no legal means of self-defense outside the home. Increasingly, people are trapped in inner cities where crime is high, gang activity is often rampant. Poor and elderly are targeted by the criminal. Ohio's discriminatory gun laws act to ensure that they remain as victims. Ohio's concealed carry law requiring a licensing process and fees to obtain permission from the state to carry a handgun effectively denies the right of self-defense for such classes of society. The state should be protecting and expanding the civil rights rather than denying them. Thank you.
Thank you.